In 1597, a Chinese merchant mysteriously vanished in Fujian. This was not merely a case of disappearance. His story reflects profound upheavals in Vietnamese society at that time. What happened to the man who carried dreams and aspirations of rising above those circumstances? Luong Van Chan, a significant figure in the history of Fujian, led the efforts to clear land and establish new villages amid widespread instability. The Chinese merchant represents a typical image of the immigrants, individuals who brought with them hope, as well as dreams of success and prosperity. In the context of the 17th century, Central Vietnam was opening doors to trade and migration, where opportunities and challenges intertwined like a tangled web. Yet amidst all this promise, a deep question arises. What became of that merchant? Luong Van Chan, known as a strong local leader with a foresight, contributed significantly to the formation and development of Fujian. He organized land reclamation efforts, facilitating the establishment of new villages inhabited not only by Vietnamese, but also by Chinese individuals who bravely left their homeland in search of new opportunities. That merchant may symbolize the aspirations and beliefs not only of the Chinese community, but also of other local inhabitants. During this period, maritime trade played a vital role in economic development. Merchants frequently traversed these routes, bringing precious goods from both inland and abroad. However, such journeys were not always smooth. Sudden storms, unexpected risks in trade, or even local conflicts could turn a voyage into disaster. In this context, the disappearance of the Chinese merchant grew even more enigmatic. Historical records from that time lack specific information about the merchant's vanishing. However, the collapse of traditional trade routes, political changes, and social instability could have forced him, and possibly many of his compatriots, to confront harsh conditions they couldn't foresee. He may have become a victim of circumstance, a name not etched in history, yet a foundational part of the cultural and historical mosaic of Fujian, influencing generations to come. Amidst the efforts to clear land and settle, with villages named after Luong Van Chan, we not only see the presence of a noble leader, but also sense the nascent cultural identity of a community in formation. These are the values, thoughts, and lifestyles passed down through generations. Today, Luong Van Chan High School and the Luong Van Chan Temple are not just cultural landmarks. They serve as testaments to those contributions, preserving the memory of a figure who vanished into the shadows, leaving no trace. The missing merchant may be part of a larger narrative about cultural interaction, the blending of ethnicities, and the development of a region. Perhaps, from the untold stories, from the memories of the living, he has become a bridge connecting the past with the present. Across generations, the story of the Chinese merchant could be remembered as a lesson in daring, love for one's homeland, and the yearning to rise amidst difficulties. The sorrow for a figure who was never clearly identified has woven itself into the folklore of Fujian. Although there are no written records, his image lives on in legend, sparking curiosity for future generations. Discussions about him have become catalysts for numerous conversations about cultural heritage, regarding the Chinese who came here and their interactions with local residents. Even without concrete information about the Chinese merchant we seek, his story will never be forgotten. It has embedded itself in the consciousness of the people as a symbol of perseverance, dreams, and unquenchable aspirations. His story might have inspired later generations to create their own images and memories, shaped by all they have experienced, marking their place in the flow of history. The disappearance of the Chinese merchant raises a larger question for each of us. Are we creating valuable legacies for future generations through what we do today? Or are they merely faint memories, destined to never be acknowledged? Ultimately, the inquiry into that merchant transcends the search for an individual. It is a reflection on how history, culture, and society have interacted to mold the contemporary image. Fujian, with its lyrical beauty, long historical flow, and quietly resilient people, continues its story. Yet, in this ongoing narrative, we hope there are no more missing merchants. They deserve to return, to become an indispensable part of their homeland's tale. And perhaps with time, the mysteries still await our discovery, guiding us back to ancient legacies, helping us better understand ourselves and those who lived before.